like meaningless after this.
My goal is to ruin all white people food.
So you have to go to Paul's family's house and eat fish with the head still on.
You will eat rice. You'll eat fish. You'll eat fish eyes.
Rice is good.
That's our Thanksgiving.
Hey everybody, I'm Ray.
And I'm Paul.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are
the
Alconauts. Yeah, I usually don't do that, but
you don't usually do that.
no,
That's okay.
No, but it doesn't matter because we are celebrating Thanksgiving, which is coming up this weekend, and we want to say a happy Thanksgiving to everyone out there and their families. Ray, why don't you give us a tail on the tape on our beer today?
Alrighty, so this week we've got from Muskoka Brewing their Harvest Ale. To mark the end of the growing season, we raise a glass to celebrate hardworking farmers and suppliers. As a nod to our local fall harvest, we're proud to make this brew with all Ontario ingredients. So they've got stuff from Escarpment Labs in Guelph, they've got Barn Owl Malt in Belleville, Hey Ho Hop Farms in Almer, as well as malt from Simcoe County Malt. We are looking at a Harvest Ale, which is a seasonal availability from this brewery, 5.6% ABV, 28 IBUs, and brewed this year in 2021. And that, my friends, is the tale of the tape.
Well, you know what? As always,
This guy's thirsty.
so let's crack this baby open. Let's find out what's inside this can. Got a nice golden color to it.
Looks a little hazy.
A little
I
hazy.
expected it to be super clear.
And I can smell the hops off of it. Let's have our initial taste and let's find out what we got in this vessel
Sounds
of
good.
ours.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers. Ooh. Okay, I gotta say right off the bat, you get that hoppy taste on there. Well, it's not overbearing, so I'm not put off by this. It has a nice, delectable taste to it. I can't quite put my fingers on it. I just got that hoppiness that's going through my nasal cavity, but I'm liking it so far. Jackie?
There's a very bitter aftertaste to it. It's not unpleasant, but it's definitely there. So far I do like it. I feel like it's hard to say. It's the bitterness might either stack or it might tone down. So I'm kind of excited to see how it goes.
Ray?
Yeah, definitely takes the hops in there. At 28 IBUs, I'm not finding it hoppy. It's a very nice round hoppy flavor. I find it quite mild. There's a bit of a bready sort of flavor, maltiness that I get from it, but very crisp and clean. So initial, I like it.
With this being our Thanksgiving episode, we want to go over a few Thanksgiving stories, obviously, and Jackie's brought some Thanksgiving recipes that we can incorporate beer into and have a beer-tastic Thanksgiving. First off, Thanksgiving stories. Everyone's got them. Everyone has them. You guys got any?
Yeah, to be honest, my family always knocks it out of the park and does really well, and I can honestly say we've been very lucky. We haven't had any mishaps, and probably because they don't let me be in charge.
Yeah, we've done smoked turkey a couple of years ago. That was really good. It was. I'm not a huge smoked meat fan. I find sometimes people get aggressive. It was a little smokier than I like it, but it was good.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat. I am 4 and 7 with cooking turkeys. So, for those of you who don't understand the sports analogy, 4 cooked turkeys, 3 that were not. Evidently, I didn't put the right cook time, or I didn't defrost the turkey long enough, which you definitely need to make sure you defrost your turkey.
And if you're frying it in the deep fryer, make sure you get all the water off it and out of it.
Yes,
Or it'll
100%.
explode, right? Oh,
In your
man.
face.
If that has happened to anybody, please comment and let us know. Or tag the video that's out there.
I'm gonna say before you even get into the recipes, I did see something on the intranet. You can brine your turkey with beer, and what we'll do is we'll throw up the instructions in our link below. And yeah, you can brine your turkey with beer, which is kind of cool because people do a brine with obviously salt.
Yep.
I am so gonna brine my turkey with beer this weekend, so I'll let you guys know either on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram how that turned out.
Yeah, so obviously first thing you mentioned is the turkey can obviously be cooked with beer just the same way as you can like chicken or many other dishes, which is a fantastic way to start. But you can also put beer in the stuffing. You can put cold white rascal in there, which is a Belgian wit beer, which essentially is an unmalted wheated beer, which sometimes I'll use barley or oats. And you can put that in there when you're actually soaking the bread before you put it in there. So instead of just water, because water's boring.
My dad always used wine in the stuffing. Always. It was so good.
Change it up and throw beer in there and
Absolutely.
see how that goes.
And a lot of the wit beers, I believe they've got a bit of a citrusy, like orangey flavor to them. So
Yes.
that'd be awesome.
That's exactly it. Yeah, it's very complimentary to the rest of the dish.
I love how you're like slowly creeping into my shot. Like,
I guess so.
I'd like to join you in your shot.
Actually, viewers have requested it. They've independently messaged me and been like, Les Paul, more Jackie. No,
I
I'm
thought you were talking about guitars.
What?
Les Paul.
Wow!
Ah.
I was so lost in that conversation just now.
I don't know what to say. Honestly, if you guys want to see less of me and more of Jackie, then by all means, let us know in the comments below.
Or guitars.
Or guitars. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Guitars are good too, though.
Are we losing the show to Jackie?
I think so.
Jesus.
The Jackie Show.
I'm just gonna edit her out.
And our next recipe is roasted butternut squash and Brussels sprouts. This is the perfect autumn side dish to go with any meal. The ingredients are 1 pound Brussels sprouts trimmed and quartered, 1 small butternut squash peeled, seeded, and cut into 1/2 inch dice, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, which is optional, but I think it's delicious, so throw that in there. 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme chopped up, 4 thick slices of smoked bacon cut crosswise into 1/4 inch pieces, 1 tablespoon of finely chopped shallot, 1 garlic clove finely chopped, or a little extra if you like garlic like me, 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar, 4 ounces of English style brown ale or porter. It's up to you. You can choose which one you like the best. 1 tablespoon firmly packed light brown sugar. So what you're going to do is you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You're going to toss the Brussels sprouts and butternut squash with 3 tablespoons of olive oil, cayenne, nutmeg, thyme, salt, and pepper. You're going to spread it in an even layer on a baking sheet lined with foil or parchment paper, and you're just going to roast it for about 35 minutes or until you can poke it with a fork and it comes tender. Meanwhile, you're going to cook the bacon in a saute pan over medium heat until brown and crispy. You know, it's bacon, about 8 to 10 minutes. You're going to transfer this to a plate lined with paper towels just to get the extra grease off. You're going to pour all but 1 tablespoon of rendered bacon fat into a small bowl and set aside. You're going to add the shallot to the remaining fat in the pan, and you're going to cook it over medium heat, stirring occasionally until they're soft. It shouldn't take long, about 2 to 3 minutes. You're going to add garlic and continue to cook until it's fragrant, about 1 or 2 minutes. So essentially just to get the taste in there. Then you're adding your brown ale. This is going to smell fantastic. You're going to simmer it for about 3 minutes. You're going to whisk in the vinegar at that point, the brown sugar. So now you're going to pour 2 tablespoons of the reserved bacon fat in a steady stream while whisking continuously until the vinaigrette emulsifies. And then you're going to transfer the roasted vegetables to a large bowl and add enough vinaigrette to kind of lightly coat it all, essentially to taste however much you want. And then add about half of the bacon. And then you're going to put it in the serving dish and then just top the rest of it with the remaining bacon and any of the garnishes that you have remaining, like sage leaves.
Is there a chicken dance song that actually has a turkey in it? Do we know that?
Dance? It's the same. It's just bigger.
You just have to do it. It's just you gobble while you do it.
Wait, do that again.
No.
Yeah, do it again.
Gobble, 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 gobble. It's my gobble dance.
Wow.
We're gonna make that viral. All right. Well, we're past the bed. Let's have one more sip and let's see if we got another thought on this. Ray, start us off.
So, as I've drank more of this, there's a bit of a spicy finish to it. It's similar to, as Jackie mentioned in the recipes, a bit of a wit beer sort of feel to me. I'm getting some citrusy off the hop. I'm not familiar with these hops, the Hey-Ho hops. I've never had them before. But really enjoying it. It's a smooth, easy drinking beer.
Jackie, what are your thoughts? Has it changed so far?
Yeah, so a little bit how I was saying before, I was wondering whether or not the, bitterness, it's basically gone now. It's like toned down to like a perfect flavor. It's like coated nicely. It's very nice.
So it killed your taste buds.
I guess so. It could have just been, maybe like I brushed my teeth too recently or hadn't like eaten enough, so the bitterness stood out right away. But it is going away, so it makes me think that it's not the beer. It might have just been me.
But you know what? I just want to thank intern Jackie for buying this tablecloth. I don't know where you get this money from.
And the pumpkins.
And the pumpkins. I don't know if you noticed this, but she bought pumpkins. So
Ray, Paul, and Jackie.
Notice how Paul's bigger than me?
Oh God, I get an insert comment.
No. But my stem is longer.
Genetics. I'm fighting against
Length isn't
genetics.
everything.
Babe, this girl says length's not everything.
No. Apparently girth matters. What, bro?
What?
That's how guys talk nowadays,
If you
right?
can't reach the bottom, just bang the hell out of the sides. That's got to be edited out, I'm sure.
Oh my God.
This is definitely not a family
What's
episode.
happened to our Thanksgiving episode?
We have
Debauchery.
check box. Are you over
Debauchery.
21 before watching?
Do we have more recipes?
Yeah, so obviously we can do some turkey with some beer. We can obviously do some stuffing with some beer. You can apparently add beer to the actual mashed potato recipe as well. You can throw some
What? Okay,
Yeah.
run us through how that works.
So it says 4 pounds of Yukon gold potatoes, sliced and peeled into quarters.
4 pounds. How many people are we feeding?
Use however many potatoes you would normally use for your family and whatever ones you want to normally use, to be honest. It says 3 tablespoons of salt, but obviously salt to taste again. Obviously your family's going to do what you want. 3 cloves of garlic as well. Sounds good to me, I like garlic. 4 tablespoons of butter, 3/4 cups of milk, and then it says half a cup of the actual IPA. Again, it probably just depends on how much you're making. Some basil chopped up and some pepper to taste. So just essentially you're boiling your potatoes the way you normally would. For those of you who don't know, you bring it to a boil, you simmer about 15-20 minutes, or you just tweet your fork and jab at them, you're ready to go. You drain them out, and it actually says to saute the garlic in some olive oil before you throw it in there. And then just throw that in there, throw some butter, some milk, IPA, a little bit of basil, and then
Huh.
What? You just use a power tool?
yeah, a hand mixer to make your mashed potatoes. You guys don't do that, no?
Absolutely. Whipped potatoes with the hand mixer is the best way to go.
Oh heck yeah!
With the hand mixer?
Yeah.
It's got the 2 little things that stick into it, and they go around. They look almost like whisks, and they.
It's like
They're the
Whoa.
best.
What kind of technology are you guys speaking of?
he's sitting there like smashing it with his feet like that grape lady.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? It ruins a pair of socks every Thanksgiving, but nonetheless.
Right.
My Thanksgiving socks.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving socks, Thanksgiving socks. We're gonna mash the potatoes. I mashed them hard, I mashed them soft. Please don't get them dirty right now. My Thanksgiving socks. Will I get new ones next year?
Nope.
You are such a bitch. Anywho.
That made me sad.
Oh, that's okay,
Aw,
right?
virtual hug.
Are you missing Thanksgiving?
No. I'm just thinking about you ruining potatoes by stepping on them in your socks.
Oh.
Potatoes.
Anyways.
I'm just thinking about the fact that I've eaten mashed potatoes at your house.
But you get to lick the socks afterwards.
He's like, you're ruining food, you're ruining dinner, you're ruining potatoes, you're ruining socks.
How to listen to this little ditty while Jackie catches up with her beer. No, it's not the chug yet. Easy.
Oh my god! What the?
Are we not the same?
What
Okay.
the? Like, holy
You
shit!
guys keep making fun of me for being behind you, so that's what happens.
I chug from here.
Okay, I am not.
That's not that far off.
Really? Look, you had like a whole mouthful ahead of your mouth. Jesus.
Take a mouthful then. Probably.
Take it all, Paul.
I'm not falling for this again. Right? Give us the rules of the chugging.
So, as always, we're going to thank down from 3. And then we're going to thank these down our throats. And the first one who thanks the glass back to the table is thankful.
So I'm like, thanking good time.
Thank you.
You ready?
Thank you all.
3, 2, 1, go.
I think that was one of my faster times.
I'm proud of you. That was really well done.
Evidently, if you
Uh-huh.
open your mouth when you're drinking, it actually goes down your throat. Anyways, let's get into these opinions. Jackie, why don't you start us off first?
Despite how slow I chugged it, possibly due to carbonation, it was still very delicious. Much easier to chug than last week's episode. Still, honestly, delicious. I would drink this again. If someone handed it to me, I would drink it. I would, it would be on par with buying it with several other beers, but it has been pushed higher on the list due to the Ontarian contents inside. So therefore, I would be much more inclined to purchase it than another beer that I would find equally tasty. So I'm thinking, good on you guys. 4.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna say I really enjoyed this. I'm not a big hoppy person, but it wasn't overbearing in terms of the hops. It went down really smoothly. I love the fact that all of the ingredients are Ontario sourced. That is a fantastic thing. And you know what? I'm gonna give these guys a 4 as well. Ray?
Yeah, I'm on the same page as these guys. Love the fact that it's all Ontario sourced product that's in here, but I'm struggling a little bit right now because I was just looking at the back of the can. I don't know if you can see it. It says 6% ABV.
Mm-hmm.
On their website, where we got the tail of the tape, it says 5.6.
Oh.
Muskoka Brewery, what's going on?
I figured it out. They made an extra strong brew just for us.
Just for us.
Thank you so much, Muskoka Brewery. Very much appreciated, and happy 25 years of business.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to knock them for that. Because either way, 5.6, 6%, really. But no, great tasting beer. Love the little bit of spiciness. I like the hop flavor. For me personally, I'd like it to be bumped up a little bit. But yeah, I agree with these guys. It's a strong 4. I would buy this again. I would stock this. I would share it with friends.
Well, there you have it. 4s across the board. Thank you very much, Muskoka Brewery. This has been a thankful Thanksgiving episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys really try out some of those recipes. I got a feeling that they're going to be a great addition to your Thanksgiving holiday. So try them out. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. And I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving with your family and friends.
Yeah, and thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with us. And thank you for the beer suggestions.
Absolutely. And with that being said, I am Paul.
I'm Ray.
And I'm Jackie.
And we are the Alconauts.
Cheers all.
Take care.